When I tell people I fix shoes, they kind of laugh. They'd be like, oh, I thought this trade was dead, and I just kind of, I sometimes feel offended, like, nah, it's not, I'm trying to rise it up, I'm trying to bring it up. I have a phrase called turn your beaters into heaters, because a lot of people beat up their shoes, and I can make them look into like some fresh kicks, I can make them look brand new. And people are like, wow, you can actually do this. So yeah, I can bring your shoes back to life and fix your kicks. That's what I do, I fix kicks. My name is Joshua Marin. I'm 20 years old, and I'm a cobbler. I grew up in the north side of Chicago, born and raised. Growing up, I would always go to my father's shop. My father's a cobbler, my grandfather's a cobbler. He taught me everything that I know. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take this to another level. I'm gonna bring my sneaker culture in this, and I'm gonna go hard. I'm gonna do this for a living. When I started, I would go to thrift stores and I would find shoes and I would fix them up, I would repair them, touch them up. There was one time where I found a pair of 12s, a pair of Jordan 12s. I bought them for I think like $21. I cleaned them up, I painted them up, put new laces on them, and I sold them for like around $180. After I got influenced into the sneaker culture, I was like, hey, I could make a living off this. I could clean up the shoes and I could sell them. Cobbling is like an art form, People live for this, people are like artists, people design their own shoes. A lot of teenagers, they'll be like, I want this colorway, I can't find it anywhere, can you please provide this for me? I'm like, yeah, sure, I could paint it up for you, I can make it look how you want them. It's always a good feeling to make people smile and make people pleased with, my work, because I've helped them out and they helped me out. Anytime. I feel like I like to represent, Chicago, just because that's, that's home. It's home. This is where I belong. This is where I have to represent. I opened up 3 shops within a year. A lot of people think that's crazy. A lot of people are like, how'd you do it? Like what are you doing? I'm just hustling. I get a lot of support from the neighborhood. When people come into the shop, they're like, oh, who's the owner here? And they'd be like, oh, you're the teen cobbler. I'm like, yeah, that's me. So it makes me feel like home, it makes me feel like I belong here, like, I'm purposeful for this, this is what I'm meant for.
Every radio definitely has its own personality. This is the boombox your grandmother or maybe your great-grandmother would have carried around. This reminds me of football, actually. If you live in a split-level house, this is the radio for you.
This radio has never been opened before. This one's a breeze.
There's not a whole lot of documentation that's still around on how to do this.
It's glowing too red for my liking. If you get them in wrong, the radio blows up.
Sometimes I work on these radios for hours and hours and hours, and just when I think I'm about to give up, something clicks in my mind, and it works. To me, this radio looks very science fiction-like. This would be like the console of a spaceship. It started off as a hobby, and now it's become a little bit more than that. I have several hundred at any given point. These radios are found in dumps and garages and old closets. There were families that probably sat around these radios and listened to the first man land on the moon. FDR's fireside chats were probably playing through these radios. Digital technology sterilizes music. Old radios sound a lot more organic, a lot warmer. When I repair these radios, I feel like I'm giving them back their old voice.